Good morning. How y'all doing? It's a weird morning out there. It's darker in here than it usually is.
Mm-hmm.
But, what are you going to do?
Wind's crazy this morning.
The wind is crazy. Good morning. Coffee? Yeah. Yes. Yes. I have so many buttons everywhere. All right. Let's do it. How y'all doing this morning? April Fools? That's what they tell me.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday, which is good news because that means we're not going to do any April Fool's jokes to you today. It's just going to be a normal show. Had April 1st been on Sunday, who knows what we would have done. Will April Fool's be next Sunday?
Maybe.
I didn't mean that. Not next Sunday. That's Easter.
I know what you mean.
Next year.
Next year.
Will April Fool's be next year?
Let's see. Let's make it
I feel like it will be. On Sunday. I got my fact checker over here.
You think it would be, but it's saying Monday because
Are we on a leap year?
Because March 31st hits on Sunday,
Aw.
and then April 1st is Monday.
Oh, bummer. Well, I guess that means that next year there'll be no actual April Fool's show.
We could do a pre-April Fool's joke.
Pre-April Fool's.
Versus Funday
Yeah.
before versus after, right? I don't know.
I should have done a show that made absolutely no sense today.
That would have been funny.
But
Maybe we should next
I had too much going on during the week. I didn't have time.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan did a show on April Fool's Day, but it was not a Fool's. It was a live show, a live stream, and a live in-person event. And I saw that. I tuned in real quick during the comedian, but Danielle and I had some stuff going on, so I didn't get to watch a lot of it, but I'm going to go back and watch it. But it looks like it turned out great, so that's awesome, man. We're going to be at that one of these times.
Yeah.
Over the mountain, over Richford Mountain. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Lindy.
Good morning, Lindy.
Yes. So the April Fool's joke for us here yesterday was that the weather was almost 50 degrees because
Yeah,
it is 20 degrees.
Didn't it even hit 55
right now.
yesterday in the sun?
It was almost 55.
Did you tell them about the funny wind gusts we're having today? It says they're supposed to get up to 29 miles per hour wind gusts today.
No,
That's
really?
what my phone says.
Oh, no. Alan says he can't hear me right now.
Oh, no.
That's my April Fool's joke. I hope y'all can hear me. Maybe I should make sure. Can everybody else hear me? Is it just Alan's stuff that's messed up? Let's see. Just Alan's stuff? Yeah.
Sorry, Alan.
Alan, get your stuff together, man.
It's the wind, Todd.
It's the wind. It's the wind. It's the wind. Aaron, what's going on, man? Good morning. Tristan, good morning. All right, gang's all here. So, oh, there we go. He's just gonna watch from his phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So today on Coffee with Todd, we got songs for you. We got cartoons for you. And we're going to make some maple syrup. That's right. See, here in Vermont last weekend and this weekend is Maple Syrup Open House Week. For those of you that are not Vermonters and are not familiar with this custom, what that means is maple sugar houses all across Vermont, but the best ones here in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont, open their doors. And some have events you can do. They all have tasting that you can do. You can peek behind the door and see how maple syrup is made. You can try stuff. I know, like Jed's Maple does sugar on snow.
They do the popcorn.
Popcorn.
Oh, they make their pizzas. Remember?
They
with the
make their
maple?
pizzas, which are really good with
goodness.
maple. Yeah. So we didn't actually go out and film anything new because last year I spent a couple hours with our friends Nick and Stephanie at their sugar house at Maple Hill Farms in Barton, Vermont, and we just made a really, really cool video. And last year I was using a different streaming service, and the video didn't come out great online, so I'm hoping that this year it will. But anyway, we're going to revisit that video. We are going to make maple syrup from the point that it comes out of the tree to the point that it goes in your belly. That's what we're gonna do today. It's a really cool video. I'm excited to share it with y'all. So we're making maple this morning.
Making maple.
Yeah. There. He's just gonna watch from his phone. Everyone's sleeping anyway. So you're the one that was up late doing a show last night, Alan.
And he's up
And
early
you're the
now.
one that's up early. I've got a guest that's going to be coming on in a couple of weeks that I'm excited to share with you guys. We're finally connecting after years of chatting back and forth. So we just got a lot of stuff going on here at Coffee with Todd. We're on a bunch of public access television stations as well. But I'm so dumb that last night when I went to set up everything, I deleted the slide that has all the television stations on it, and that slide lives on my computer at work.
Oh.
It doesn't live on this computer here. So if you are one of the public access television stations airing our show, thank you. I promise next week I will show your logo again. And if you're watching this on your favorite public access station, hey, thanks for tuning in. Here's Alan. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, hey. Tristan says he needs to be off soon at basketball practice for Special Olympics coming on to say hi. Hey, cool. Good luck.
Good luck,
Is
Tristan.
the tournament coming up soon? I've been to that tournament before. It's super fun.
And I think I saw a picture of him. Did he ski too?
Went skiing yesterday,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. Cool.
Good job, Tristan.
All right, let's get some coffee. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, yeah. It smells so good. This is a macadamia vanilla nut Hawaiian coffee we're drinking this morning.
Mm-hmm. We're pretending we're in Hawaii today.
We're pretending we are in Hawaii.
It's like Calgon, take me away, but it's the coffee that takes you away today.
There you go. The good news is most of the snow is melted here in the kingdom, even though it's cold. That means we're getting closer to warmer weather.
Yep.
All right, so let's do it. We're making maple today. We're looking at cartoons. We're singing songs. We're doing so many things. We better get started or we're going to run out of time before we even get going. So grab yourself a cup of coffee. I will be your Todd, and Coffee with Todd starts right now. Suspense. All right, here we go. Practice is in Norwich, or is the tournament in Norwich?
Wow.
When I went, Devin and I went down a few years back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and we watched, and it was in Burlington, I believe.
Cool.
We should play some songs.
Okay.
That's one of the things we do here at Coffee with Todd, isn't it? I'm just gonna go with that. You know what? I haven't played this guitar for a couple weeks. Took it out of the case.
Ready to go?
It's not in perfect tune, but
It's in.
who is really? Are we ever in perfect tune? I don't just mean me on my guitar. I mean all of us.
Right.
Are we?
We're
Are
still
we?
trying to get in tune with our coffee.
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to get in tune. It's funny when I talk to people about this show, specifically musicians. They're like, "You sing at 9 o'clock in the morning?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "How's that?" And I'm like, "Depends. A lot of notes that you normally can hit with no problem, like on the higher side, sometimes they present a challenge.
Yeah.
The bonus is songs that have lower notes in them usually come out better." You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away somewhere all bright and new. 'Cause I have seen no other who compares with you. Run away, find you a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. 'Cause you deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. Yeah. Yeah. Haven't done that one in a few minutes. Oh man,
Oh man.
my dad just ruined everything.
Oh no. What did he say?
He says, "Good morning, 90s here all week."
Oh, Charlie.
I don't have the photos. I should have downloaded them from my phone, but my dad and Lindy were hanging out with snakes and alligators yesterday.
Have the picture. Will it be too?
I could try to show them. I could try to show them on here. So I am gonna tune. I bragged that my guitar was like almost in perfect tune, but I lied to y'all.
Do you need to sing this one?
Oh yeah, that'll work. Oh, thanks, Alan. Yeah, that was a good I love doing the old Tom Petty.
Yes. I love Tom Petty.
What?
The only thing is to a couple of them that look better horizontally versus vertically, so I don't know how you want to show it, so you can do it however you want.
There we go. What do we got? All right.
Well, some you can turn and some might not look as good. There's 4 of them.
So let's see how well it comes out. There we go. Focus.
You can do it.
This camera, man, it's like real high tech, but I can't control it. Well,
Well, maybe you'll have to just show the one also with your, your dad.
Oh.
Want me to do?
got it.
Okay.
Oh, I'll have to download these pictures so they
Yeah.
show up better.
Yeah.
Holding snakes and alligators, my crazy.
This one's funny too, Tony. He's got his tongue sticking out.
Yeah. That's wild stuff. Good morning, Mark Sokolis.
Good morning, Mark.
Oh, Leah is playing guitar right along with us
Oh,
this morning.
go Leah.
Good morning, all over at the Pronto household. Very cool. I didn't know she had a guitar.
That's cool.
We're gonna have to see that at Easter,
Yeah, I was
Leah.
gonna say I want to see. Maybe she can teach us, Todd.
It's Mr. Mark's. Maybe there's Mr. Mark Sokolis.
Hi, Mark.
I'm gonna do one of my songs. Well, I wrote this song to ease my troubled mind. Well, ain't that what good folk singers do? And I don't expect you to hang on every word. I just hope that you will give a listen through. Well, folks look defeated as they slowly cross the street. They're heading to the office from their cars. Well, you can see it in their posture and the bags below their eyes, longing to be anywhere but where they are. And the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew right through town. Yeah, the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew the shingles right off of my house. Well, every night about midnight I fix myself a snack, but there ain't many victuals lying round. Well, old Mother Hubbard, I got nothing in my cupboard but this dented can of Vienna sausages that I found, and they're gross, really gross, and the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew right through town, yes, and the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew the shingles right off of my house. Well, I quit the bottle about 7 years ago. I gave up headaches and regrets, oh man. But I'm still living dangerously. blowing round. That old wind blew the shingles right off of my house. So will this circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oof. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Let's break my guitar.
Close.
So the original lyrics for that song are not Vienna sausages, by the way.
Is it Garbanzo beans?
It's a old Mother Hubbard. I got nothing in my cupboard but this expired can of garbanzo beans that I found. That's
That's not it.
sorry. The original lyrics are, but this dented can of lentils that I found. But Vienna sausages makes me laugh because they're horrid. That used to be like a snack my mother would make us. It was like she would cut Vienna sausages in half. And then she would put Miracle Whip or mustard on the bread. And then put the vertical strips of Vienna sausages on the bread. And we loved it. Loved it. Mom loved it. I loved it as a kid. I don't know if I speak for Ryan, if he loved it. Tried it about a year ago. Sacked. It was the worst thing I ever had in my life. Oh, is there a picture of Leah playing the guitar? Oh, and me
There's
up
a
on the
video,
TV.
too. There's a video too, but I didn't get to watch
Oh,
it.
right. Yes.
Go, Leah.
There she is. That's my
There's-
niece rocking along with me.
And there's Uncle Todd on this big screen there.
So we should play a song that rocks then. What's a song that rocks, Danielle?
Oh.
I agree that my dad should send the warm weather
Yes,
up here.
please.
What's a song that rocks? We must know songs that rock.
Well, yeah, but I don't know which one you want to. Do you want one of your songs, or you gonna
Nah. All right, we're gonna tune our guitar to drop D, so it's gonna be nice and low. But then we're gonna mess it all up by going to the key of F for this little ditty. And we're gonna tune these strings. Because they're really old. There we go. I didn't remember this beginning.
There you go. Is Leah ready?
All right.
I know what you're rocking to.
Yeah, it's not. There it is. This is tough work learning.
Knots, Todd. I don't know what you guys.
Learning songs on the fly. A lot of work just for that. Hear that train a coming, it's rolling round the bend. And I'd seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison and time keeps dragging on. That train keeps rolling down the San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head. I bet there's rich folks eating in them fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking funny cigars. Well, I knew I had it coming. I just can't be free. Oh, yeah. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Yeah. If they freed me from this prison, if that rail train was mine, you know I'd move a little further down the line. I'm moving far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle just blow my blues away. Well, I hear that train coming, it's a rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. And I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling down the San It's that.
Wonder how Leah did on that one. Her fingers probably burning.
Yeah. I really. I really should stretch before that song because my forearms is on fires. My forearms is on fires. Yeah. All right, let's do some cartoons. Let's do some cartoons.
Tuning it.
Tuning it. Then we're gonna make some maple. We got lots of cool stuff going on this morning. Good morning, Marie.
Good morning, Marie.
She says, yo. All right, so not only do I sing songs, I also make cartoons. Yes, newspaper-style cartoons. And interestingly enough, sometimes they're in the newspaper. Hey, let's look at this.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Midlife Thesis is the name of my cartoon strip. Strip panel. It's a panel. They still call it a strip. You can check them out. midlifethesis.net. Or there's links in the description of this show on Facebook, Midlife Thesis Cartoons, and on Instagram, Midlife Thesis Cartoons. They come out every Monday morning on the website, on Facebook, and Instagram, and every Friday morning at 7 a.m. And if you live in the Northeast Kingdom and you subscribe to the Newport Daily Express, why? Every Monday and Friday? They just may be in the paper as well. Huh?
Yeah.
I like this on Fridays. I don't know if this is going to be every Friday, but on Fridays they've been printing them on the back page in color.
That's
See,
cool.
yeah, see the front and the back page of the Newport Daily Express is in color. And so on Friday, and quite big. Quite big. Anyway, this is the this is the cartoon.
Yeah.
Meet Cute.
You have to tell them I didn't know what that was.
Danielle had never heard the term meet cute before, which to me is one of the most repulsive and stupid terms I've ever heard in my life. Oh, what's your meet cute? Meet cute? We met at a party. That ain't cute. What's your meet cute? Anyway, these meet, that's cute.
They're meat.
That's cute.
Because they're cute.
Because they're cute.
We came from a time when it was called dating.
Yeah.
Our first date.
Our
That's
first
what we
date.
say.
What
We
was your
don't say
first
meet cute.
meet cute? Can we stop bastardizing the English language by any chance? I know you like to feel relevant. Come up with something cool. Meet cute.
Well, the only cool one we know is The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. Yeah. So meet cute back in the 90s with The Simpsons. The Luigi, the Italian chef. I think
Weren't they playing off of
they were playing off of
the Lady in the Tramp?
Lady and the Tramp with the spaghetti thing, you know. And then the Italian chef said, "Ah, that's a spicy meat cute."
That's the only meat cute. we know.
Yeah. 20 years later, Pete Davidson would make a movie called Meet Cute, and it would become part of the English language. Done with it. Lindy says, don't feel bad. She never heard of it either.
Oh, good. Thank you.
But the funny thing is I explained to Danielle what it
explain
was
to me, yeah.
because we were watching like CBS Sunday Morning, and they kept talking about a couple's meet cute.
And I'm like, what is a meat cute?
And then she heard it like the next day when
Yeah,
she
it
was watching
really
something
funny, and
on
I was
YouTube.
like, well, okay.
See?
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway,
I like your cartoon more.
meet cute.
Meat cute. That's a cute piece of meat.
Yeah. And what's fun is if you watch Coffee with Todd, you get to see tomorrow's cartoon today. So this is the cartoon that will be coming out tomorrow morning in the Newport Daily Express and on Facebook and Instagram and on midlifethesis.net. I'll give you a second to read it because it's a 4-paneler. All right. Did we have enough time to read it? I like this one. I'm proud of this one. There you go. Yeah, the new Dungeons and Dragons movie.
That came out this weekend, right?
Came out Friday, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go see it? Well, do we create the characters? No. Do we develop the storyline or the worlds? No. Well, then that's not Dungeons and Dragons, is it? It's like, didn't they try to make a movie of like Choose Your Own Adventure at one point too?
I think you're right on that, actually.
Alan's never heard of Meet Cute either.
Look at you educating.
What's wrong with you people? Get with the times.
It's okay, I wasn't with the times either.
That's what all the kids these days are saying. Actually, you know the thing is though, it's not the kids. This is the funny thing about Meet Cute.
Yeah.
I think the kids originally started it. You know, millennials and the Gen Z and everything. But what happens is people in their 40s and 50s that are still trying to sound relevant and cool use it. They're the ones that use it the most because they don't want to admit that they're getting older. It might not be as hip.
When really, actually, with kids, don't they actually say that they're seeing each other? Or isn't it like it's like a whole process, completely different.
I don't know. I haven't been on a date in a while. The last time I went on a date was with this one over
I
here.
hope so.
I hope so. Yeah. What was our meet cute, Danielle?
What was our meet cute?
You don't even remember?
I didn't call it meet cute.
Doesn't matter. We gotta keep the show rolling.
Yeah, we gotta go make some maple syrup. Come on.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, real quick before we make maple syrup, if you'd like to support the show, you can do that. This is the only harassment I'm going to give you today. If you'd like to support the show and help us stream to all the different platforms and the associated costs that go along with it, we do have this handy dandy little QR code. You can put your little phone and go whoop-de-doop, and it'll bring you to there we go. And it'll bring you to a page that you can donate $1, whatever you want. Every little bit helps. It's like buying me a cup of coffee. And y'all know I like coffee. It's right here too. It's right here. It's here the whole show. All right. So this weekend in the state of Vermont, it's Maple Open House Weekend, where people can go around to sugar houses all over the state of Vermont, but the best ones are here in the Northeast Kingdom. And you can taste maple syrup. You can see how it's made. I remember when I was a kid going and getting the hard maple candies.
Yeah.
You don't see those as much anymore. You see a lot of like the sugar stuff, like little maple sugar leaves. Oh my.
Those are so good though.
They're good. Jed's makes a maple candy. In fact, I will buy them during the drier parts of the year like this when I'm doing a show, and I'll put it in the cheek of my mouth just to keep my throat lubricated. The maple drops, the hard candies. Yeah, they're good. But anyway, people going around, checking it out, having sugar on snow, having warm, fresh maple syrup on raised donuts. Oh my. But if you've never seen how maple sugar is made, maple syrup is made, we're going to do the whole process right now. Here's a disclaimer for you. This is a video from last year. I filmed it with Nick and Stephanie. So it's been aired once on Coffee with Todd. But this is a little bit higher quality HD version of the same video, and I hope it comes out well. I'm going to knock on wood. Lest we start any rumors, when we filmed this show, Nick and Stephanie were expecting their first child.
Oh, that's right.
The child is 9 months old now.
Mm-hmm.
She's not pregnant right now. Let's not start any rumors. She's pregnant in this video. She's not pregnant in real life.
There you go.
No rumors will be started. This is from last year, this video. But the process, amazingly, is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Maple syrup has not changed a whole lot in 1 year. It just keeps getting better and better. So, Maple Open House Weekend in the great state of Vermont. Let's make some maple syrup, shall we? I'm here at Maple Hill Farm in Barton, Vermont to learn a little bit about how maple syrup is made. You'll remember Maple Hill Farm. We got our Christmas tree here back in December. It looks a little bit different now. And lucky you, they are boiling sap right now. Check this. That smoke coming out of the stack does not mean that they've got a new pope. It means maple syrup. Let's go learn how it's made. So I'm here with Nick and Stephanie at Maple Hill Farm. It's farm, there's no S, right? Okay. And we're gonna make, the last time we were here, we got a Christmas tree. I'm thinking no Christmas trees today?
No, not today.
But we're actually gonna learn how to make maple syrup. Should I do a disclaimer, like don't try this at home? Let's just hope people
It's helpful for the business strategy if you don't try it at home.
Yeah, don't try this at home. So what's back here?
So we have the two main lines, and it goes up the hill, and it's tapping all the trees, and it's coming into this releaser. The releaser holds the vacuum, and after this bucket is full, it releases the sap that's came in on these lines. We can do it manually right now.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Manually, and it releases all the vacuum.
I was just gonna ask, so is there a vacuum that's like consistently pulling?
Yeah, consistently pulling. And there you hear it was just there wasn't much sap in the bucket, but
Right.
anyways, then it dumps into the tank. And then from the tank it goes inside.
Can I see it if I? Oh yeah, look at that.
Not much in there today.
It's probably ran throughout the course of the day, right? Because we're here kind of later in the day.
Yeah, it was running more this morning. And then it goes inside and gets separated through the reverse osmosis.
Okay. So we'll check that out. Before we do that though, so I see you have some buckets on the trees.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the old school.
That's the old
way.
school.
Do you
Yeah.
still collect it all with the bucket?
Oh yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
have 90 buckets.
Yeah.
And and I think all we have.
She's running there right now.
Yeah, we haven't collected today this little area.
Yeah.
But we had 53 gallons earlier on the other trees.
But the lines make it so
The
much more
tree,
efficient.
yeah, it's way more efficient. You couldn't do it.
You'd
not
have,
to
you'd have
scale.
to have a team of
Yeah.
40 people or whatever.
Yeah.
So we have some
There's a
sap.
little bit in there.
All right.
You want to tell them about the bucket?
It's aluminum sap bucket.
So they changed the
It's
because
for
these,
food safe.
Yep,
Food
made
safe.
these food safe.
There's no more lead solder.
Right,
Oh
and
yeah.
There's no
'cause
galvanized.
right.
bucket.
the old buckets were fatter and shorter too,
Right.
right?
We do have some old galvanized here, but we put plastic liners in them.
Food
so
grade
they're food
plastic.
grade,
Oh,
right? Food
Yeah.
grade, FDA approved.
Yeah.
So that we could still use the old buckets.
Right. That's
just-
kind of cool.
We've
Yeah.
got a collection this year. We have some plastic ones over there too, and they're
got-
very full. I can
We
see it from here.
Plastic. So you're
Yeah.
gonna go dump that in there.
Yeah.
So there's two. That's old school, and then this is new school.
You got it.
With the pipe. Now, how far do these pipes go?
The one on the left, closest to us, that goes about 1,500 feet up the hill.
Yeah.
And the other one's probably, the one that on the other ridge, it probably goes 600 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, there's about 400 taps that come in.
Now, if you didn't have a vacuum pulling, it would just sit in the lines, right?
Well, it's all supposed to be graded, so that it slopes.
Yeah.
But it helps. The production's a night and day difference with a vacuum.
I bet.
Yeah.
And the trick is, correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know much about maple syrup. This is just what I hear on the street. So you want cold nights
Cold-
and warm days,
And yeah, cold nights, warm days, so they freeze.
which is what we've had. Like last night, it was below 30 degrees. There's some more.
That one was a better one. I love buckets.
So today it's 63 degrees, but last night it was probably 32.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
probably-
today's getting a little too hot. We'd like,
Is it?
45 would be perfect.
Really?
45, 42. Today's almost too hot.
So does the tree shut down when that happens? Or?
Yeah, they stop producing, and it just creates the trees. When the trees start budding, it creates an off flavor,
Right.
and then you can't. It's not maple. It's not syrup that you want to use
So you want to get it before the tree starts
to bud.
Yeah. So where are we in the production season?
We're
Are we getting
very
towards
at
the
the
end?
end.
Yeah.
The woods around here, probably in the next day or two, we'll be done.
Really?
In Sheffield, we probably got another week and a half.
Because of the higher elevation.
High elevation. I think the
It's
below.
cold out there.
It's like 1,600 feet at the bottom,
Wow.
and like
Yeah.
2,200 feet at the top.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit more, and then you have to truck that here.
Yeah, we haul it every day.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
And by we, he means him.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is the staff right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
And I
this
have
is-
a full-time job.
Right.
So I'm not usually here Monday through Friday.
Awesome. So you take the sap comes out of the trees. It goes down these little lines like a roller coaster. It goes in here and then
Heads inside
Heads
to
inside.
the RO room.
the RO room.
That's what we call it.
That sounds very reverse osmosis.
Yes.
I got it. It sounds very technical when you call it the RO room. So is this the RO room?
This is
This
the
is-
RO room.
So by reverse osmosis, what exactly does that mean?
It's taking water out of the sap,
Okay.
so that we can process it faster than straight. It comes out of the tree at 2%.
Yeah.
So it
Sugar
takes
content.
right. So it takes like 42 gallons of sap to make a gallon of syrup, and now we're putting up to 8%. So it takes it's taking about 8 gallons. Once we put it through the machine, we only have to boil 8 gallons to make 1 gallon of
Oh
syrup.
wow. So that
It's just
increases
energy
the-
efficient.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you don't use this machine, you're gonna get 1 gallon for every 42 gallons of sap that you
Yeah.
collect.
Yeah,
By
and
using this.
Yeah.
you're gonna get 25 gallons of syrup to every cord of wood you burn.
Oh wow.
Now we're making almost 100 gallons for every cord you burn.
That's amazing.
So
Wow. So
saves
that-
my back.
Yeah, sure. So this is an important little machine then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the reverse osmosisizer.
Yeah.
I think that's the technical term.
It sounds like a good technical term.
yeah.
Sweet. So what we just saw out there
Yeah.
comes in these white pipes.
Comes in down here.
Oh, the blue pipes. Yeah.
The sap is right here at this level, and it goes
Oh
in.
yeah. Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah. You can see.
and right now the other tank is.
Whoa.
This is the water tank. Once it gets separated, all the water goes back outside into the other tank. It's a 1,500 gallon tank out there.
Oh,
we-
I see.
We use it for cleaning.
So you're pulling the water.
We're separating water. The water goes out for cleaning, and we're separating, washing this machine. And then once it goes through the machine, you separate it. The water goes either upstairs so that we can wash the tanks, wash the evaporator,
Yeah.
or right now it's opened up so that it's going out in that tank.
Wow.
The sugar right now, we could either go put it back in the raw sap and concentrate it even higher, but we don't.
Right.
Right now the concentrate is going upstairs to the head tank to go into the evaporator.
Wow.
So that's
So you're not just burning the water
No.
off to
No.
evaporate it. You're actually
we're separating.
reusing it.
Yeah, and we're reusing all the water for cleaning and
That's
whatnot.
amazing.
Yeah.
Drinking?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
You
it
can
tastes
drink
great. There's no
Yeah.
minerals in the water. They say it's perfect for washing your car because it won't give you any streaks, nothing.
Right. Oh,
I
wow.
drink it.
Yeah. Are there nutrients in it?
No, everything's
'Cause it's all-
everything's stripped, and all the minerals, everything goes upstairs with the sugar,
Yeah.
and that's why we're filtering. And
Wow. That's amazing.
Yep.
See, I didn't know any of this. Like, if you don't know this, you just think that you get the sap out of the tree in a bucket and you put it on the stove and you boil
yeah,
it.
but it's gonna be
Yeah, you can, and people do, but it just takes a very long time.
And you get very
And you get little, and you're likely to burn a pan because
sure.
it's gonna boil over at some point as well. And yeah, we know a lot of people would burn pans.
Oh, I bet. So then the sap's in here and it's heating up. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. How long does it need to boil for?
It takes 8. We can make probably 10 gallons an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So this machine boils 120 gallons of sap an hour.
Wow.
When we got it stoked and ready to go.
It's amazing. So it's not, I mean, it's not a fast process by any means, which is why it's so good.
That's right.
It's not, this isn't a get rich quick scheme, I'm guessing.
And it's definitely a labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't a passion,
Yeah, if you're not passionate about it, you don't usually keep doing it.
it'd be silly.
Yeah.
It's like anything though.
Yeah.
So it boils in here.
Yep.
So it turns, so the sap literally turns into maple syrup. And then when it's ready, it comes out of here.
Here.
Hot. And it comes out hot, so you can't. If you put it on snow, it'll just melt it. That's a whole other thing.
That's
right?
a whole, yeah.
Sugar on snow.
That's cooked up to 260 or 2.
Yeah, and this one is going to be up to like 218.
You'll cook your pan. You'll burn your pans if you try to do that.
Yeah.
Out of there.
So what
That
got?
was me last year.
Oh, did you try it?
Oh, I made candy
Make candy out of
and
pans.
ruined his pans.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's right, because you do maple syrup, but you also do
Sugar, maple
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We've been
Sugar
using
and
that
seasonings and
maple
maple
curry
cream.
spice
Oh, good.
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's fantastic.
Yep.
And you know it's good because Danielle doesn't like spice, and there's
Oh, that's
you don't
great.
really taste any spice in it. It's just
It's just got the flavor.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what got you into sugaring? Is this something you grew up with?
My
Or?
aunt and uncle did it, and I was exposed to it probably in second, third grade,
Yeah.
doing buckets and got hooked on it. High school came, and I started tapping this with buckets. And we had a little homemade arch. I used to do that after school. And then after college, this land came up for sale, and I'm like, oh, I could actually make this a real thing.
Right. So, but you were tapping on this land.
I've been tapping on it since probably when I was 7th grade, 6th grade.
So you grew up around
I
here.
grew up just a quarter mile down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
in high school you were probably making
I mean,
enough for the family.
Yeah, maybe 15 gallons was a great year.
Yeah. 15 gallons ain't gonna cut it down.
Yeah, no.
Because you guys ship like all over the place.
All
Yeah,
over,
we
we
do.
hit every single state last year.
Yep. Every single state.
And then we had Germany, Australia.
Really?
Yeah. We had
Canada.
somebody paid premium shipping to send stuff to Germany, and I
He
thought
said it
he.
was cheaper than an airline ticket.
Right? Yeah, sure. There
I
you
know.
go.
I didn't think he'd want us to actually fill the order. I said, well, shipping's going to be, at least $80 to get there. And he's like, yeah, well, it's cheaper than an airline ticket. So we sent it.
Wow. Well, and they probably don't have maple syrup in
No,
Germany. I would
Yeah.
assume. I don't know.
it was
That's
really
fantastic.
exciting.
Yeah. This isn't all they like. How early do you start? And
I started today at 3, and we'll probably get done at 7 or so.
But you
3 in the
collected all
morning.
day.
But no, 3 tonight I started boiling.
oh, okay. Okay.
I started this morning around 7.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, going out to the woods, checking all the tanks, getting the vacuums going,
Yeah.
and pumping out all the sap, and hauling it back here.
Wow. So it's a busy time of year.
Yeah, it's a busy time of year.
Well, the other day you worked from 7:30 in the morning until 2 a.m.
Yeah, that was.
it was
a
a
rough. That was
and
a
then
big
up
day.
at 7:30 the following morning.
Morning.
Well, out the
Sleep
door.
4 hours, go back.
Out the
and
door
have
at
to do it all over
7:30.
again.
Yeah, and then you got home I think at 11:30, and then it was
Yeah.
7:30
There was 2
and
nights that
5.
were like 22-hour days.
Yeah.
But this is your shot. Like if you don't hit it,
You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like you said, once the trees start to bud,
Now
then
you're done.
Oh yeah, it's a limited window, so you get really exhausted in the process, but
It's like 6 weeks.
you know that it's a short season.
yeah. Has it been a good season?
It's been
Because the last couple have been.
last year
real
was
tough.
really rough.
Yeah.
This year it's probably gonna be our best year.
Good.
Yeah. So, amen.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. Because how long have you haven't been here all that long?
We built this 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think this is our 4th year of boiling here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
yeah.
And of course you got the Christmas trees on the other side.
We got the Christmas trees and
Danielle and I have come a couple times for that.
yeah. And
And honey too. Like you don't do the honey.
my father does the honey
Yeah.
right now. We have the beehives and we'll probably we'll start it this year. We
Yeah.
have time. And
We
have
might
sleep-
not have time.
Yeah, you might not have time. You might be a little busy, huh?
Yeah.
So you're trying to increase the workforce. Is this what you're
Yeah.
I know I need more help.
I told him it's gonna take a little while.
doing? It'll take a few years.
yeah.
So it looks like it's getting pretty. How do you know when it's done?
There's a little test probe right here that
Yeah.
sits in the sap, and when it comes to temp, here's the test probe.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
When it comes to temp, it automatically draws off.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's getting close, it looks like.
Yeah, I just pulled it out of the sap, so that's
Oh, it's
why
climbing back up.
that's
Yeah.
climbing back up.
So this is literally the degrees of the sap.
That's what
boil.
sap's boiling today. It's usually 7 degrees above boiling water,
Okay.
which would be 219. But based on the atmospheric pressure, it varies from day to day. So when we were drawing off, I was testing it, and it was testing to make sure that it was at syrup. Yep.
So when is this gonna open up? Floodgate.
It's gonna open up at 218 even.
Oh, so we're gonna capture this live then.
Yes.
I saw this earlier, but we're gonna do it again, and I'm gonna explain it a little bit. I'm not gonna explain it. I don't know any of this crap. They'll explain it.
You got your finished pans. This is your front, your back finished pans. Then this big one out here is your flue pan.
Okay.
And then you have their hoods. And it's just to keep the steam out of the building.
Right.
But usually the
So
terms
that's
used
yeah.
interchangeably, arch, evaporator,
right,
like they,
right.
it pretty much means the same thing.
and so the smoke that we saw before we came in is this.
The smoke is the back stack.
Oh, that's letting the
That's
woods.
where
the wood
that's where
smoke
the
out.
woods, the smoke from the woods going up. These two are just steam stacks.
So I told everybody that the smoke meant that you were making maple syrup, which is true, but that smoke was just wood smoke.
Yeah, the wood. That's the right.
The dark cloud
The dark
is
cloud
the
is the
wood
wood
smoke. The light clouds
The little
are steam.
Steam is
Ah.
steam.
Yeah.
So light cloud is syrup, dark
Yes.
cloud, yeah. That was close. I told everybody that it didn't mean that they selected a new pope.
That's funny.
So we must be getting close now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when you put it in the glass.
Yeah.
Do
We'll.
you do that here? Or?
Nope. We
Oh.
do it right in our basement at home. We have
Yeah.
a food grade kitchen in our basement to do all the bottling, so it's easy at home.
So after, okay, oh, here it comes
There it
again.
goes.
So the sap's gonna come out again. There, and it's coming faster this time. Heat it back up. So we're gonna get like what, like 3-ish gallons?
You never really
You
know.
never know.
No, you take, get what comes out.
Interesting.
Then you throw more wood in, and it keeps running.
Wow, that's wild. Oh, it's coming out.
Yeah.
And so it's coming out warm. It's coming out, I'm guessing, at about 218.1 degrees.
You're perfect. Right on.
So it comes out really hot.
Yep.
Is it thinner? Does it thicken up as it cools, or does it stay?
It thickens up as it cools, but
Yeah.
it's technically syrup. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So different grades.
Different grades.
Is that the time is the year? Is that
Yeah,
how that works?
mostly. We have our grading system.
Because I know they changed it. It used to be like, didn't it used to be like grade A, and now it's fancy or something? Or?
And you got your golden delicate,
Yeah.
your amber rich, and your dark robust, and then we'll hold it up to.
Yeah.
And you can
So they don't call it fancy and medium
no,
anymore.
not anymore.
Ah. So fancy is now called golden delicious or
Golden, yeah, delicate.
red delicious, Granny Smith,
Yeah.
dark robust.
Dark
Interesting.
robust.
So when this comes out, well, it's got
Yep.
one more step. It's going to go into this machine.
Yep.
We'll do that in a second. When do you act, and then you compare it to that to
Yep,
see
we
what
can-
kind of.
We'll do it in a second. We'll do it right after this.
All right. So now he's taking this super hot syrup, and he is pouring it into
Canister.
this thing, whatever this may be.
And it's gonna go through the filter press.
Okay. So this is a. So what does this do?
It takes out a lot of the excess minerals.
Yeah.
There's more minerals in syrup than your body can handle, and it clarifies it all. so that it's table ready.
So if I were to drink this syrup without it going
Right.
through this thing,
You probably have the shits.
really, like just
When
from
are
a,
you supposed to say that on
I don't know.
it's not TB.
Diarrhea.
Is it like would that just be from like a teaspoon or?
No, you need like the quantity.
Yeah.
Oh, so look at this. So
And we'll, Todd's
Want us
going.
to film you doing it, Todd?
You want to?
no, that's okay. I don't want to mess it up. Wow, look at that.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's what I would have done. Look at that.
But we also have test bottles.
So you put
Every
put
day
it in
it's-
that bottle.
Yeah.
So this is how you find out what kind it is.
Yeah.
So this is how you find out what kind you've made.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess?
Oh, it's gonna be dark.
It's gonna be dark.
Yeah, it's towards the end of the year.
So at the beginning of the year is when you get the lighter stuff?
Yeah, typically.
That.
And yeah,
Oh wow. So yeah, so it's dark.
yeah, it's dark.
Which one's the one that you just did?
This one right
In
here.
the middle. Okay.
Yep. And it's probably even darker than that.
Wow.
Yep.
Neat. So then you'll label this as
I'll label this barrel, the whole barrel, as dark.
I would like a sample.
That's cool.
Todd, do you want a sample?
Yeah, it's not gonna give you the shits, is it?
No, no, no.
Filtered.
Because it's been filtered. So,
I gave you a lot, sorry.
oh wow, look at that. So and it's already cooled down quite a bit. Are we doing like a?
Well, you had some in here and you let it sit. So when you
Yeah.
had the other stuff in, it didn't, it cooled it down a little bit.
So do I do a cheers?
Right here you go.
Can we do it? Can we get us both in here? All right.
Cheers. I already
Cheers.
sipped mine.
That's all right. Oh wow, and it's still warm.
It's the best when it's warm.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's so cool. Look at that. I haven't had dinner yet, so. So you're not going to get maple syrup any fresher than that.
Nope, you won't. We got a little bit of a mess here.
So I have friends that work in restaurants, pizza restaurants or whatever, and they're sick of pizza. So do you guys get sick of maple syrup? Well, I'm guessing no.
No.
It's such a short time period.
Yeah.
You're getting it. You're lucky to have it.
Yeah. And for your friends that are sick of eating pizza, they should get some of our maple sugar and put it on the crust because then they
Makes it
will.
whole. Yeah.
Ooh.
That makes
Yeah.
it. Putting it on the crust makes it.
You won't be sick of it anymore.
So let's hit your website and like the different products that you have now.
Yes, we have maple syrup, of course, different sizes. Some maple seasonings, maple sugar, maple cream, honey, some Maple Hill Farm apparel,
Wow.
and that's the package.
So what's the website?
MapleHillFarmBartonVT.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's going to be right here.
Yeah,
right
it's
here
on there.
on the screen.
Yeah, and it's on
And
our
on the shirt, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Except for the .com, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
that
you.
was great. I learned a lot today. Hopefully my audio. Hopefully you guys were listening and you learned stuff too.
Yes, and thank you for tuning in and watching Coffee with Tom.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. And that's definitely the freshest syrup I've ever tasted. Good. It was good. It's
Well,
nice
you
and
destined
warm.
to go home with.
Oh, is that for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yay. Thank you. You
You're
sure?
welcome. Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. So that is how maple syrup is made right here at Maple Hill Farm. So cool. Yeah. Cheers. Awesome, huh? Wasn't that fun? Yeah. Jessica says there is no snow there. Haha, no. So that video was filmed last year, actually. We have a little bit of snow here
Yeah.
still, but last year we did not. Believe it or not. That's so cool. So, like, even though I grew up here in Vermont, my family are not maple sugarers, so I never made maple syrup. So
Yeah.
it is so cool to go and to learn how it's done, see how it's done. Thanks, Alan. This was a fun video. I'm really proud of that video. That video was a lot of work. That's why we did a rerun from last year, because that was a cool video. It took a long time to edit that one. I
Yeah.
remember. I think I have like 12 hours into that video, probably filming and everything. So it's good to get second legs on it. Second legs. But yeah, it's cool to learn how maple syrup's made because Danielle and I eat a fair amount of maple syrup. So now we know how it's made. My grandfather, on my mom's side, his brothers made maple syrup, and my grandfather dabbled in it. He would go up and help him during sugar season, and he also had a few maple trees on his property. And what I remember is he always had a bucket collecting sap, and he always had a cold pitcher of sap in the refrigerator. And my grandfather would drink the sap, and you don't want to drink a lot of it because that could be upsetting your digestive system a little bit if you drank too much of it. But he would always let us have a little bit, and he always made sure that we knew that was sap and not water. And then, of course, the big tradition was sugar on snow on Easter, and he would get some syrup from his brothers, which is actually Canadian maple syrup because they live across the border in like
cool.
Masonville, Quebec. And we'd have sugar on snow every year. And we've carried the tradition. He passed away a while ago, but we've carried the tradition on. And I think this year we're going to try it ourselves, right? Danielle and I collected some snow, the last big snowfall we had. And so we're bringing it over to my brother's house. So next week is Easter. Next week is Easter here on Coffee with Todd. So we'll still do the show on Easter, but it might be a shorter show because we've got to get ready to go over for Easter. But now that we live in the same town as my brother, we won't have to leave quite as early. And then the week after that, I think we've got it. Singer-songwriter originally from New Hampshire, but now living in Nashville, Tennessee. He is a winner of the Kerrville Folk Festival, and he also was featured at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. Sam Robbins is going to join us. So not on Easter Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So the 16th? Is that correct? We'll have Sam Robbins on the show to sing us some songs. I'm excited for you guys to hear Sam. He's great. And I'm excited to really talk to him. I've only talked to him in emails. So, All right, are we doing Oh My Sweet Carolina, or are we doing Hard Times Come Again No More? Those are the two songs that you can choose one of.
Hard times.
Okay. That's the one we're going to do then.
I like that one.
You like that one? I do too.
Well, I like Oh My Sweet Carolina too, but
But this is the one you've chosen for our final song of the Lur Day.
Lord Day.
Yeah. You want the snow to go away, so you think by singing this song it'll make the snow go away? All right. It's as good a logic as I've heard for getting the snow to go away as any.
Yeah, right?
This song is from 1854. It's one of the newer hits that we play on this show. It's a classic hit. Stephen Foster. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears while we also sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty, music, light and gay, there are frail forms waiting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a pale and sorrow maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart. Its better days are o'er. Though her voice would be merry, 'tis sighing all the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Tis a sigh that is wafted among the troubled wave. 'Tis a wail that is heard upon the shore. 'Tis a dirge that is murmured around the lowly grave. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the sound, the sigh of the weary. Thank you. Thank you, guitar. Oh, you know what? You know what? I was talking about my grandfather, who made maple syrup. This guitar is named after him. Believe it or not. See that F on the headstock? It stands for Furch, which is a guitar. This guitar was made in the Czech Republic. But that F looks a lot like a coffee cup that my grandfather had, and his name was Fern. Ferdinand. They called him Fern. So I named this guitar Fern. Yeah, most people name their guitars after chicks, but this one is named after my grandfather, and it's got all sorts of fingerprints and stuff on it. But this was custom made for me in the Czech Republic, and it was sent to Canada, which is the North American headquarters of Furch Guitars. It's called Stonebridge Guitars International, and I'm actually one of their endorsing artists. So this guitar, when I play it, is part of my obligation to mention Stonebridge Guitars International and Furch Guitars. And it's named Fern because it came from Canada after it came from Czechoslovakia, which my grandfather did not come from Czechoslovakia, but he did come from Canada, immigrated to the United States, just like this guitar, which took forever to get here.
Yeah, right.
Because it had to go through Canadian customs and, it had to go through multiple customs checkpoints. But anyway, that guitar is Fern, who made maple syrup with his brothers in Canada. Neat. Yeah. I wonder if I'm still on the website for Stonebridge International. I used to be. I used to was.
He might still is be.
I think I am. I'll have to look. Anyway. Hi, Kim. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Palm Sunday. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
That was a perfect song to choose then.
Oh, yeah. I forgot it was Palm Sunday.
Yes, happy Palm Sunday.
So that means next Sunday is Easter Sunday, and we'll come on and sing all your favorite Easter songs. Why are there no Easter songs?
Cottontail, isn't that?
Here comes Peter
that's what that was
Cottontail,
called.
hopping down the bunny trail,
There you go.
hiding Cadbury eggs for you and me. Huh. Yeah. All right. That's the show. We'll be back next Sunday, Easter Sunday. Then we'll be back the Sunday after that with my buddy Sam Robbins on the show. And it just keeps going on and on. That's right. Coffee with Todd every single Sunday, piping hot right into your living room. Delivered piping hot. Right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Piping hot it is.
I lost my sign. Hold on. I'm going to find my sign. That's how we end the show, with this sign. Oh no. We can't end the show until I find my sign. I guess this show will never end. This is the show that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And it kept going on and on just because. Be safe, be well. We'll see you on the other side next week on Sunday. Yay, Coffee with Todd. That's how the song goes.
That's a pretty good song.
Yeah, that's a good song, right? All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to my guests, Nick and Stephanie at Maple Hill Farm in Barton, Vermont. Check them out. The website is in the description of this video. You can order their maple syrup, their maple cream, their pancake mix, their honey, all sorts of stuff right on that website. So check it out. And until then, be safe, be well, and I love seeing you guys every Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next Sunday as we celebrate Easter together. So cheers, everybody. Be safe, be well. I love you. Until next time.